Okay, in this segment what we're going to do is we're going to do the actual wiring, and this is where sometimes the problems come, because if you don't connect things correctly or you then short circuit them by wires touching each other and things, we end up with all sorts of mistakes and the car not going. So we have to pay attention and do it in a bit of detail. So what I'm going to do now is explain or show you and just go through the whole bit of wiring up all the steps together, and we'll see how we go. Alright, so in a previous segment we showed you where all the parts go, which is the motor sitting next to the gears and the battery pack in this position and also our switch. So you can see that we don't need some really long wires, and it can get quite fiddly. So I find the easiest thing to do is to actually do the wiring without all the components stuck in place. So let's have a go at doing that. So we need a connecting wire from the switch to the motor, and it doesn't need to be too long. So if we use our wire strippers to cut a piece of wire, strip the ends, and we twist them like we did before. Put one end into the motor. Now here's where it's important to make sure that you're very neat and tidy with the wrapping up of the wires. So hopefully you can see now that I've actually twisted that really neatly around this area and the wires aren't sticking out. So that makes a good connection and also means that we're not going to get shorted up anywhere. So we twist these wires and we need to take this one, from remembering our wiring diagram before, to the center pin on our switch. So again, we can twist this up nice and neatly, and this is where it's tricky on the switch, because any wires that stick out can actually create a short circuit or bypass the switch. So again, it's nice and neat in here and nothing's sticking out, but to make sure that's going to be the case, I'm going to take a little bit of electrical tape and try and fold this into here. Now this is really fiddly, and hopefully we can get a bit of an idea of this. So I'm just going to put that bit of electrical tape in there. A really good one for this is a bit of heat shrink tube placed in here. Is a little easier to put in there than electrical tape. But now I've stopped the wires even being able to touch those other two terminals. So that's one side. Now we've got our battery pack that we have to take to one side of the switch, and the solar panels are going to come to the other side. So the wires on the battery pack are quite short, so I'm going to use my wire strippers again to just to make that a little longer. Give it a bit of a twist, and then take it onto one side of the switch. And again, twist this up as neat as I can so there's nothing hanging out. So there's part of the circuit, and then to complete the circuit, of course, we need to take the other red wire from the switch to the motor. So again, I'm going to strip this to make it a bit longer, and because the ends are soldered on these wires, you don't have to twist them quite as much. So I can poke that through this side of the motor. Wind them right up nice and close. So there's our circuit with the switch in it, and once we put some batteries in here, we can select the battery side, and then we'll get our motor to turn. So that's one half of the wiring. The next one is the solar panels. Now I explained before about putting alligator clips onto the solar panels, and so I've done all the clips here. So each panel has a red and a black clip, and what we can do now is, just to make this a little easier, I need to connect these two solar panels. One way to connect them is in series, so the red and the black go together. So that just makes it a series connection, and we'll talk about that in a tips video a bit later. But we'll connect those two together, and then we need to take, actually I'll tell you what we will do, we'll just swap these for the ease of this a little bit. So we'll connect those two. that will allow me to get this black clip into here a little better. So there's the solar panels now connected. And of course we need to take the positive side, or the red side, to the motor, because we can use the switch to switch the solar panels on or the battery, and then we need to take that to the motor. So I'm going to clip another piece of wire here, strip the two ends, and then I'm going to take, and of course the best way to do this is, if you're good at soldering, to solder all these joints. But sometimes it's a good idea, first of all, just to do it this way with the wires, to make sure you understand where you're going, and once you're happy with the connections, then look at some ways of soldering. So now I need to connect the other positive side to this as well. I'm just going to bend these over, twist this up just to make it not so long, and that becomes a little easier now to connect this one to there. Now, as you can see, we've got all these open connections, and if things start touching each other, then we're going to short things out and they won't work. But that's basically the components together. So now we have to get them onto the car. So here's our solar panels. I'm not sure how this is going with the video. It must be hard for the person doing that. Here's our motor in place. And as you can see, with all these wires, it becomes very fiddly, and you have to be a little bit patient. Let's just take this solar panel one off, because I think it's in the way. And then our switch is going to go here, and the battery pack at this point. So I'm going to remove these panels, so I've got a bit of room to work on, and then I'm going to try and put all these together. Now I've put a couple of holes in the chassis here, and so I'm going to use my cable tie and poke it back through this side. Because I'm going to use this to mount the switch with. So if I put the switch in place, tighten this cable tie up. So that's going to hold our switch in place, so we can move those two. And then I'm going to stick the motor in place. So here I'm peeling off the double-sided tape, putting that across the back of the motor and the mount, and then we peel off the other side. Whoops. And we're going to place the motor so it's meshing nicely with those. Push it down firmly so it's in place. So you can see things are starting to come together a bit now. There's some double-sided tape nicely on the back of this battery pack. We can peel that off. Oops. And place that in position so we can still get to the batteries. Now we can come back to our solar panels and put them in the position, and they need to be connected to, this is where it all gets fiddly. So here's the red wire that we're going to connect to, and then the other black one needs to go to the switch on the other side. I'm going to tuck these wires away from here, making sure they're not touching each other. And that's hopefully our finished product that we can then see if it works outside with the sun, or we can put the batteries in it. Once we know the connections are all okay, we could then remove the alligator clips and actually wire it in hard without having to make any changes. So that's the wiring. I hope some of that makes some sense for you. Good luck.